Hi, I'm Aldrich. In this video, I'm going to take you through the various stages of production it took to complete one shot of the final short. Storyboards are an important stage of animation. They show us the overall setup of the film and allow us to understand the amount of work involved. I start by drawing the storyboards, making sure each picture clearly shows what each shot will involve. I then organize them on huge sheets of cardboard until I'm happy with their overall order. I scan each image into the computer so that I can play them together as a video. This gives me a better understanding of the timing of the scene. The next stage of production involves jumping to 3D space to create the layout. A layout is an extremely simplified version of a shot that helps to show the timing of the major movements. It uses very simple character models and scene placeholders. Layouts help me understand the scale, timing, and camera angles. Once the timing is set, I start animating. Here, I begin to use a program called CAT. CAT is a character animation program that we use in the studio. The program allows us to create each character as a rig object. A rig is a simple representation of a character that allows me to make layers of animation and alter aspects of timing. I create the key poses for each major movement that the characters will make, following the layout as I guide. These key poses are positions that I think the character will take at each particular moment. Later, I add the in-between keys and alter the in-between interpolation of key. These elements allow the animation to behave naturally. Each key I create saves the data into a curve editor, which allows me to control the timing from one key point to the next. I can alter the curve to adjust the differences in speed, as well as the angles of motion. Altering the curves makes the character's movement convincing. By the time I finish with the rig, I have a rough animation of the whole shot. You will notice that the camera's movements change throughout these clips. This is because at this stage, we haven't decided on some elements of the final work. The final meshes of characters have now been added. iMesh is the physical form that is used to render an object within a 3D space. I smooth the animation and refine it to a point that Adam and I are happy with it. The pieces of the skeletons that break off are made by altering the visibility of the original bones and animating a replacement. CAT allows me to adjust the timing of the animation. I have to make sure that everything animated is a part of a CAT rig. This includes the positioning of the camera itself. This is the only way I can slow down or speed up everything at the same time. I make his attacks fast, but then I slow down time when he makes an impact. This has the effect of conveying a sense of strength. It also looks pretty cool. In this stage I also added the graveyard elements, like tombstones, that we have modeled. At this point we're finally happy with the animation and retiming. Now we fix the focus, blur, and depth of field of the camera. We also import lighting templates that have been set up for the graveyard sequences. We finalize the piece, making sure that the shots look good. We then submit the render job. The max file is then sent to our network server that distributes all of the individual frames to all the computers on the network to render. This single shot has 507 frames. Each frame takes about 25 minutes to render. After the frames are rendered, Adam constructs a shot in After Effects. The footage is color corrected to intensify the mood of the graveyard scene. The camera movements are exported as 3D data, which Adam uses to recreate the same movements in After Effects. After Effects is a program for compositing and manipulating footage. Simple flat planes were used to create the clouds and moon in the shot. The shot is then exported as a single QuickTime file that is added to the master timeline with all the other shots. With a few touch-ups, sound and music, here is the final version of the shot.